Hello and welcome to another installment of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. You may notice a change in the audio, and that is because this time around we have a guest commentator, my roommate Julie.
Hi!
So, Julie doesn't really play games, but would like to comment. Yeah, okay, board games, yeah, you probably have me beat there.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually there's no probably in that.
Okay.
My knowledge of board games doesn't expand much beyond Canada, so...
Well, yeah, that would be why I had taught you Katana in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Ooh, shiny.
Yes, shiny. We get to kill people with thunder magic. Except it's lightning.
I mean, thunder is an effect of lightning, and they're both caused by the same discharge of energy.
Yeah, but one is the actual light show, and the other is sound.
Yes, there is a difference.
Yes, there is a definite difference between visuals and sound. I should hope so anyway.
Wait, so do only the enemies get to fly? Oh wait, that means prone. That's a bad thing when they fly.
Yes, it's a skill called launch, which when they're staggered you can throw them up in the air. And they can't attack when they're flying, so...
It's fun though. Or at least I think it would be, except I'm terrified of heights, but for people who aren't, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, so... I guess... So now we just get to march through this enemy airship, and eventually hopefully run into Saz and Vanille.
That is rather large for an airship.
Yeah.
Is it a spaceship or an airship?
It's an airship. But
it's stupidly huge. Like, to the point of being impractical.
Yeah. And I've already spent like 45 minutes running around it. So that should give you some idea of the size.
Did you go in a straight line, or did you follow my method?
No, I went, well, I did take a couple of detours, but not that many.
I wasn't talking about detours, I was talking about the forward
Yeah, I know. Having a sense of direction does help.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Especially if, you know, you can follow the direction that an arrow is pointing. Let me see.
Well, luckily I had you there to tell me I was going the wrong way and finally.
Yeah, that was interesting. I think I was working on medic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good skill to have.
Yes, healing is good.
Yes. Keeps you alive.
Yes, it does. That took a long time.
Is your TV getting worse?
Yes, it is definitely getting worse. Pretty quickly.
You should get a new TV.
I need to. This is getting unbearable.
And they're not that expensive if you find them in places that aren't like stores. Like, I mean the internet. I mean the internet!
Where else should I be finding them exactly?
Well, there's stores and the internet. And so I suggested the internet as opposed to stores.
Yeah, no, I know. I'll eventually get around to getting a new one because this is just impossible. I mean, look at this. It goes black every time anything important happens.
Which is depressing to say the least.
Yeah. It's also incredibly annoying. And sometimes makes things unplayable. Woohoo.
I wonder if anyone on your team could fly, like, under their own command. Like, eventually, later in the game. Like, not being thrown and just levitating for no specific reason.
I wouldn't know, but that sounds pretty awesome, I have to say.
Ever happened in any previous Final Fantasy games?
Not as far... Well, there is a float spell, but that doesn't really make you fly just so much as float a couple inches off the ground. Maybe a foot.
What's the point of that? I mean, if you're trying not to be followed, but then everyone in your party would have to do it. Or if you're trying to get over mud. Like, it'd be useful if you're walking through mud for a while.
Mostly it's helpful for avoiding earth-based attacks.
Ah.
So, like a quake attack or something.
So you don't fall over.
Yeah. And you don't take damage.
So you'd be continually having to adjust your height. Like, I wonder
Julie, I think you're putting a little too much thought into this.
I mean, is the spell like based off of like, are you in an absolute position to the earth, or is it distance off the ground? Because then you'd have to be continually changing in order to truly
I really don't remember.
I don't think they actually ever specified either, so
Probably not.
that sword just disappeared when she
Yeah, it's collapsible.
Telescopic.
Yes. And somehow she can smack robots with it. And actually deal damage.
Blunt force trauma /
Yeah, but I feel that if it's collapsible, it shouldn't actually work that well in that kind of situation.
Well, if the sword's collapsible, it might mean the robots are just very shoddy.
That too. That is possible.
Mm-hmm. But I don't see how that shape could be collapsible, but you know. Because it's like...
Magic.
Okay. Not an explanation. Sorry. I mean, you have to give a reason why. Like, does she have like a pocket, like a dimension pocket that she can like kind of put it in that's bigger on the inside?
Don't ask me.
Exactly.
I really wouldn't know how to answer that.
They never establish it, therefore they can't do it. Except they did. So like I said, their argument is working.
Yeah, that's... Does it keep making me use fire? I don't want fire.
Because you keep pressing fire?
But it keeps setting it to fire. And it's annoying to have to scroll down through the menu every time.
Well, wait till you find an enemy that's actually weak to fire and you're good.
Yeah, really. But I don't think this guy is. No, he's immune to fire. Great!
Well, I mean, it makes sense. He's metal. You'd have to get... And he's using fire.
Yeah.
Which means he's weak to water.
Is he? Yeah. Water and thunder. Good call.
Yeah, I've memorized for years and years of reading fantasy. The things that use fire are weak to water.
Except in Final Fantasy X, where they're weak to ice.
Well, I mean, ice is
And
cold.
thunder is weak to water.
That would make a lot of sense because you can shock yourself.
Yeah.
But I mean, being weak to ice because if fire is hot enough, it would technically evaporate water, but it would have to put more energy into ice to do the phase change.
Julie, I think you're making this much too complicated.
Sorry, I think.
I know. Unfortunately, I don't think everyone does. I hope this guy likes flying. Because he seems to be doing a lot of it.
He's actually kind of more bouncing right now, I think.
And levitating.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Why is it zooming in on that person as opposed to the other person?
Because she was the one that dealt the last hit.
Oh.
Yeah. Pandora's Spear. Woohoo!
Pandora's box. Used to make things sound magical.
Yes.
Or mystic, depending on how you feel.
Okay. You would know.
Actually, it's not used all that often, as far as I can tell. These things look like
Code
PSPs.
green, repeat.
Yes, they do.
Security forces stand by. Hostile forces on board.
Code green!
Code green usually means everything's good.
Yeah. Apparently not so here.
Scum, you too.
That makes no sense. The wings
No.
of body mass ratio does not work.
Oh, yeah, this is what happens when you go to a tech school.
I'm sorry, I'm an engineer.
I'm in a tech school too.
Yeah, but you're a CS major, so you don't count.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I can sound smart if I want to as well.
I'm not doing this to sound smart. I'm doing it because it annoys me.
Well, I already had a rant like that much earlier on, so I can feel your pain. Vanille, your weapon is
What?
stupid.
You'd rather die?
What?
Oh, her
That's
fishing
gotta
rod is
scare you.
collapsible too.
Oh.
Scares me.
And so is
I don't
Hope's
even see how
boomerang.
that could be used as a fishing rod at the moment, so it
Yeah.
seems rather inefficient, like as a rod shape. It's very efficient due to the, I don't know, it's just...
I can just imagine laughing at me talking.
Yeah, pretty much everyone's weapon is collapsible.
Right now.
I've decided that they're like Doctor Who and they have pockets, sorry, the Doctor from Doctor Who, and they have pockets that are bigger on the inside.
Okay. Mary Poppins bags. Got it.
Mhm.